Yeah. I still remember when we all wanted more. Not a perfect life, just an open door. We carried the same weight in different ways. Kept each other steady through the harder days. Some got chances, some got left behind. Some were still fighting battles in their mind. And when my own life started feeling clear, I felt the kind of guilt I could not name at first. How do you breathe when someone you love cannot? How do you rest when they giving all they got? I would downplay every good thing that came, like joy would somehow make me hard to claim. I thought my peace was something I should hide, like moving forward meant I left them all behind. But every step I took was built with what we shared. The strength they gave me was still living there. I never made it on my own, I know. There are names inside the way I learned to grow. So every time the old guilt finds a way, I remind myself that love is not self-pain. I made it out, but part of me stayed with every soul that could not be saved. I will not forget what brought me through. I carry their hope in the life I choose. I made it out, but I still remain close to the hearts that carry the strain. I do not need to lose my life to prove I remember every fight. There were nights I felt ashamed to feel okay, like peace was something I should push away. Like if I smiled, I turned my back somehow on every friend still trying to make it out. But pain is not a promise I must keep, and grief is not the only way to feel deep. I can honor every hand that held me up without refusing every good thing that comes. I can speak their names without becoming small. I can rise and still remember where I fall. I can make room for joy without regret, and keep the parts of me that will not forget. Maybe survival looks different when it lands. Maybe one gets steady while another understands. Maybe life is never fair in equal ways, but love can still be honest through the change. So I send no pity from a higher place, just respect for every person finding grace. I know how close the ground can feel. I know some wounds take years to heal. I used to think I owed the past my pain, that I had to stay hurting to remain the same. Now I know the truth is harder, but it is kind. I can move ahead and still keep them in mind. I can build a life that does not turn away. I can show up without drowning in the weight. I can be grateful for the breath I found, and still hear every voice that held me down. I made it out, but part of me stayed with every soul that could not be saved. I will not forget what brought me through. I carry their hope in the life I choose. I made it out, but I still remain close to the hearts that carry the strain. I do not need to lose my life to prove I remember every fight. Ooh, I did not leave the past behind. Oh, I learned how to carry it without breaking. I did not leave the past behind. Yeah. Every time the fear got loud, they called my name. I knew how to make a shaking voice feel safe. I could sit with the hurt they could not explain, find a little calm inside a heavy day. I became the answer before they asked, the steady breath when their courage cracked. They loved the peace that I gave away, never saw what it took for me to stay that way. When my own heart started losing sound, I kept it low, kept it buried down. Said I'm good like a line I knew, made it easy so they would not have to. Maybe I believed if I needed less, I would never become another kind of stress. So I held the weight with a careful smile and forgot to ask myself how I survived.
I held the world when it was falling apart, but nobody asked what was breaking in my heart.
I kept saying,
you'll be fine. Ooh, all along, till I could not hear what my own voice had gone.
Yeah, they call me the
Strong one,
standing tall.
but strong does not mean
No.
I need no one at all.
Yeah, I learned early when the tension got near. My first instinct was to disappear. Not leave the room, just leave my needs. Make myself small so the moment could breathe. I knew the right words when the bomb went thin. How to hold the silence without stepping in. How to carry a grief that was never mine and still make it seem like I was doing fine. I gave advice with a steady hand, made broken things feel like they could stand. But every time they leaned into me, I moved one step further from what I need. No one was cruel, no one meant harm. They only knew the version with the open arms. And I kept giving them the part they knew, till there was almost nothing left that felt true. Then one soft question stopped me cold. Who keeps you close when you cannot hold? It was simple, almost passing by, but it reached a place I had kept denied. I could not answer, and that scared me most. I had become a shelter without a voice, carrying everybody through their pain, while mine kept rising without a name. So I said I'm tired, and the ground stayed still. Said I need help, and I did not lose will. Nothing shattered when I told the truth. I only found a little room to move. There is no prize for being out of reach, no shame in needing what you freely teach. I can be steady and still let go. I can be strong and let somebody know. Now I let the silence turn my way, let the feeling finish what it has to say. I do not have to be the wall each time. I can rest without losing my mind. No more hiding underneath, I'm fine. No more leaving my own heart behind. The hand that gives can learn to receive. The strong one still deserves relief.
I held the world when it was falling apart. Then somebody asked what was breaking in my heart.
I do not have to
carry it all alone. I can let the truth become my home.
They called
me the strong one,
standing tall.
standing tall.
Now I know I can still
Need someone. I can hold my ground. I can still be true
and let a little care
come back through. The strong one
needs a hand sometimes.
The strong one
Needs a place to breathe
I can stay strong
and still be seen.
and still be seen. Oh.
Yo. Yeah. No. Yeah. You never came to tell me what I had to be. No list of broken parts you wanna fix to me. You just stayed in the quiet when my answers got thin. Made room for the pieces I kept folded within. I had known the tension that would turn into demand. So I watched every kindness with a careful hand. Thought every gentle word had a hidden price. Thought every open heart would change its mind twice. But you were not in a hurry to make me explain. You never made my silence something to shame. When I pulled back, you did not turn it to blame. You kept the same patience, you kept the same name. That confused me at first, I was built for the test. For the moment good things start asking for the rest. So I kept part of my life where you could not see. Like closeness had to stop before it reached me. You would sit with my distance, never making a scene, never asking me to become somebody clean. And somewhere in that calm I began to see you were not trying to own any part of me.
Took the hand I used to leave. Let something good stay close to me. It did not take my strength away. It gave the weight a place to rest. I thought control meant carrying on.
No.
Now I can answer when you call. The hand I finally took
Yeah.
did not make me less who
Yeah.
I was.
Still I made it hard when it started feeling real. Found small reasons to question what I could feel. A late message, one wrong tone in your voice, and now I will start preparing for a different choice. I nearly broke a good thing, trying to stay prepared. Treated care like a risk I should already fear. I would turn one small doubt into a reason to run before the moment had a chance to become. You saw the ways I tried to make a distance grow, the way I used old memories to make you go. But you did not chase me with some desperate claim. You gave me room, but you did not disappear the same. You had your limits, you had a life of your own. You never made your patience feel like alone, and that was the first kind of care I could trust. Something steady without turning into dust. You were not there to rescue me from my past. You just showed me not every good thing leaves fast. You let me choose the pace, let me tell the truth, and did not make my fear the whole proof. Strength is not a lock, hand closed too tight. It is knowing when to let somebody stand nearby. Not every open palm is asking for my soul. Not every shared step is a loss of control. I can keep my own voice, keep my own ground, and still let another heart stay around. There is no shame in the burden becoming less when somebody meets it with tenderness. Now when your care comes near, I do not turn away. I let a good moment have a chance to stay. I do not write the ending before the page. I do not make old fear decide my age. Some nights the old reflex still speaks in my head, tells me to disappear before I can be left. But I give it a moment, I let it pass through. Then I look at the truth of what you actually do. Yeah, you have been present without making a show. You have been honest when you did not know. You never promised more than a person can give. You just matched your words with the way that you live. That taught me more than all the years alone, that being independent is not made of stone. It can mean knowing where my limits are and letting somebody walk beside me that far. I am not losing myself by letting you in. I am not weaker because I am not carrying everything. A lighter life is not a life with less pride. It is a life where love can stand beside. So I take your hand without giving up mine. No false surrender, no borrowed design. Just two people making the weight more fair, and learning that care can stay where it is there.
I took the hand I used to lead. Let a patient love come close to me. It did not take my strength away. It gave the weight a place to rest. I thought control meant carrying on.
No.
Now I can answer when you call. The hand I finally took brought a softer life into my heart.
It was not losing control. It was finally learning that a life shared honestly
can still belong to me.
I saw it in your eyes before you turned away. How my silence made the moment feel unsafe. I did not raise my voice, I did not call your name, but cold can leave a mark that feels the same. I knew that look because I wore it first, trying to stay small when the feeling hurt. I learned to read the air before a word, learned to fear the things that went unheard. For years I called it nature, called it me, like the past that written all I had to be. Like every wall I built was just my skin, not an old defense I kept living in. Then I watched you carry what I gave, a quiet fear you never should have saved. And something in me finally understood, pain can travel farther than it ever should.
What broke me won't become your chain.
The hurt ends here.
It won't wear your name.
I won't pass down.
I won't pass down what I survived.
I choose a softer
way to stay alive.
I used to think that distance kept me strong, that shutting down could never do much wrong. I thought restraint was proof that I was grown, but love cannot keep growing without being known. Every wound I carried had a hidden cost. Every time I hardened, something else got lost. I made a shelter out of being numb. Then wondered why no warmth could ever come. But I can see the pattern when it starts, the overreaction rising through my heart. I can stop before the silence turns to blame. I can say the truth without making shame. I can let a younger soul feel safe without asking them to earn their place. I can hold my fear without letting it lead. I can give the care I once would not receive. The past may tell me why I learned to hide, but it cannot choose the man I am inside. I cannot change the hands that shape my pain, but I can make sure it does not leave again. No more calling damage destiny. No more making fear my legacy. No more asking love to understand why I disappear before I take a stand. I can own the hurt without becoming it. I can break the pattern when I notice it. I can let the old weight lose its claim. I can stop the fire before it takes your name. Yeah, there were things I wish I knew before. How a gentle word can open up a door. How saying I was wrong can make room for a different kind of life to bloom. I do not need perfection to begin. I just need the courage to look within, to catch the moment when I wanna close and choose a truth that lets us both grow. You do not owe me patience for my past. You do not have to carry what I cast. I will not make my history your test. I will not call my damage love at best. Maybe healing is a simple vow, to do one thing more gently now, to let the pain stop where it reached my hands and build a future it cannot command. I was given wounds I did not choose, but I will not give you what I had to lose. The story changes when I make it clear. What hurt me ends when it ends here. What broke me won't become your chains. Yeah, the hurt ends here. It won't wear your name. I won't pass down. I won't pass down what I survived. I choose a softer way to stay alive. What broke me won't become your chain. I will not teach your heart my pain. The past can speak, but it cannot steer. The hurt stops now. The hurt ends here. I cannot rewrite where I came from, but I can decide what does not go forward. Yeah. I got sharp with the people who were trying to stay. Like every honest question was a blade. I made a small concern feel twice as deep. Then watched good hearts grow careful around me. I called it pressure, said I needed room. Said I was tired, said the day came too soon. But every time the heat rose in my chest, it was an older pain, refusing rest. I was not mad at what was said that night. I was hearing every word I never got right. Every goodbye I never learned to grieve. Every part of me that no one thought to see. So I turned hurt into a louder sound. Made the nearest love feel unsafe around. I thought anger gave me something strong, but it only proved the sorrow had been there too long. My anger had a voice so loud, but grief was the one beneath the sound. I was fighting what I could not name, till every wound became a flame. My anger had a voice so loud, but grief was the one beneath the sound. I was not trying to tear you down, I was lost beneath what I had never found. Yeah, there were losses I kept behind my teeth, things I buried so they would not speak. I was taught that being hard meant being whole, so I gave the pain a mask and called it control. When somebody got too close to where I hurt, I would make them feel the weight of what came first. They had not caused it, but they felt the rain from a storm that carried somebody else's name. I hated how the pattern came alive, how I could ruin peace just to feel survive, how I could turn a hand reaching out into one more reason to live in doubt. Then I noticed noticed every time I raised my voice, there was a younger part that had no choice. Still waiting for someone to slow things down, still trying not to disappear when love came around. So I stopped when the old heat climbed, let the feeling have its honest time. I did not run, I did not make it proud. I let the grief come through without the crowd. I said I miss what I could not keep. I said some pain still cuts this deep, and saying it did not make me weak. It gave my heart the words it came to seek. Now I can feel the anger before it grows, hear the old hurt underneath the noise. I can take a breath, I can tell the truth without making everyone pay for my wounds. I can ask for space without closing the door. I can say what hurts without starting a war. The people near me do not need to bleed for every part of me that once went unseen. My anger had a voice so loud, the grief was the one beneath the sound. I was fighting what I could not name, till every wound became a flame. Now I let the sorrow speak its truth. I do not have to turn it loose on you. What I could not face before does not have to rule me anymore. I was not only angry, I was carrying pain that finally needed a name. They put the offer where my hunger could see, a quicker way to become who I said I would be. More room, more power, more people saying my name. All I had to do was let somebody else take blame. They said this is business, do not take it to heart. Like a clean conscience was a weakness from the start. Like a quiet lie was just part of the climb, and another man's loss was not mine to mine. But I knew what the deal was asking me to be. A man who could look away and still sleep easy. A man who called silence wisdom when it served. A man who took more than he honestly earned. For a second I could feel the fast life call, the kind that makes a weak foundation look tall. But every gain has a voice when the room turns still, and I knew that price would outlive the thrill. When the lights go out and the crowd moves on, I need a name I can still stand on. Let the fast way call, let the whole world wait. I will not trade my soul for a higher place. A name worth keeping is more than praise, more than a wind that can fade away. I would rather move slow and remain true than reach the top as someone I never knew. I have seen men praised for the things they hid, heard the room call greatness what the damage did. Watch respect get built from fear and noise, while the people who paid never had a choice. That is not power, that is borrowed ground. Allow success with no truth underneath the sound. It may shine for a minute, it may fill a room, but every crooked step leaves a shadow to assume. I did not come this far to lose my face, or make my future somebody else's disgrace. I know what it feels like to want more, to see one open chance and forget what it is for. But there are things no reward can replace. The way you meet your own eyes in the quiet space, the way your word still carries when no one checks, the way you hold your head after the deal is dead. So I let the easy answer pass my hand, let them call me foolish for the way I stand. Some doors close when you refuse the cost, but not every closed door means something was lost. A name is not the noise that follows you, it is what remains when nobody's viewing you. It is how you move when the truth gets hard, how you treat a life that cannot raise your card. It is choosing not to make another bleed for a version of success you do not need. It is knowing every shortcut has a sound and refusing to let it take you down. I would take the long way with my hands clean, build what I can stand inside of me. Let the wait and teach me what the rush cannot. Let the slower path reveal what money forgot. I do not need a victory that leaves me split, one part rising while the other cannot live with it. I want a life that stays whole at the core, not a bigger room with a locked in a door. Maybe they will pass me, maybe they will laugh, maybe they will call integrity a slower path. But I have seen what happens when the shine wears thin, and a man has to face what he became to win. I would rather carry less and carry it right, than hold the world and lose myself at night. I would rather leave leave a promise in my name, then make my future answer for my shame. So let the numbers change, let the praise come and go. Let the outside world decide what it thinks it knows. When all of that fades, I want one thing clear: I did not lose myself to get here. When the lights go out and the crowd moves on, I need a name I can still stand on. Let the fast way call, let the whole world wait. I will not trade my soul for a higher place. It's a name worth keeping, is more than praise, more than a win that can fade away. I would rather move slow and remain true than reach the top as someone I never knew. Fame can leave without a warning. The room can empty, but my name will still be mine. When there's nobody left to hear it. Yeah. I was the car when the whole thing fell apart. The steady voice when panic filled the heart. I knew what to say when the answers ran thin. Held the weight outside so nobody saw it sink in. I took the hard side, made the next move. Turned confusion into something people could use when fear came close. I was standing in front, made being needed feel like being enough. I learned to read a face before a word, catch the quiet hurt nobody ever heard. I kept the peace when the room lost shape, built my whole name around keeping folks safe. But nobody asked what it cost to stay calm. Nobody noticed when the strength was gone. They saw a wall and assumed no rain could ever find a way through that frame. I wore that robe till it fit like skin. The man who never breaks, the man who wins. But every shield gets heavy in time, especially when nobody sees what is behind. I kept everyone safe from the storm, but who was there when I could not stay strong? I held the roof above every name, while the rain kept falling on me the same. I kept everyone safe through the night, but even strong hands need somewhere to hide. I do not need to carry it all, I need one place where I can fall. There were days I smiled just to keep them still. Said I got it when I had no will. Kept my own hurt under lock and key, cause everybody trusted the strong in me. They brought me their doubt, their grief, their fears. I made room for every one of their tears. But when my voice got low, when my eyes looked tired, they called it nothing, said I was just wired. Maybe I taught them how to miss the signs by making pain look organized, by turning every wound into a plan and every weak moment into I'm good, man. Still, there is a part of me that wanted someone to notice what the silence haunted. Not come to fix me, not make a scene, just sit beside the parts I kept unseen. I did not want a crown for standing tall, I only wanted not to stand alone through all. And that truth hit harder than any fight. The man who holds the line still needs a light. I am not less because I need support. I am not weak because the pressure hurts. A strong back does not mean a heart of stone. It only means I carry too much alone. I can say, today I need a hand, without losing who I understand I am. I can let somebody see the ache before the burden turns into a break. Now, I am learning how to leave room for my own voice when the silence blooms. How to say, I cannot fix this tonight, and trust that love will still remain in sight. I can let the people near me know there are storms inside I do not always show. I can stop confusing care with control and let somebody else protect my soul. The world may still expect me to be strong, but I do not have to prove them right all along. I can be steady and still be tired. I can be brave and still need a father. There is no shame in lowering the guard, no failure in admitting life gets hard. The ones who love me do not need a hero, they need the truth even when it feels narrow. So I will not disappear behind the role or trade my peace for being in control. I will keep my heart where it can be seen, not just the man they thought I had to be. I kept everyone safe from the storm. was there
when I could not stay strong. I held the roof above every name, while the rain kept falling on me the same.
I kept everyone safe through the night, but even strong hands need somewhere to hide. I do not need to carry it all. I need one place where I can fall. The one who gives the shelter
still needs shelter too.
I am learning how to ask for what I gave to you. Yeah. Yeah. We never had the kind of ending people name. No slam door, no last word, no one to blame. Just less calls, less time, less truth in between. To the bond we trusted, faded out of scene. We still nodded when we passed through the same place. Still knew each other's history by face. Still spoke with respect, still kept it polite. But nothing real ever made it through the night. I knew you were carrying more than you said. You knew I was tired in ways I never read, but we kept it light. Talk work in a week like honesty was something neither could reach. Maybe we were scared of what it might uncover, that we had grown into strangers from each other. So we let the silence do what fear can do, turn two people close into two people who knew. We never broke, we just went quiet. Let the years say what we would not try to. I still know your name by heart, but I do not know where you are. We never broke, we just stood still, too proud to ask what the silence killed. Two brothers with a shared old flame, now passing by without saying the same. I remember when the look was all it took. You could read the whole chapter without the book. We would laugh through trouble, make the worst feel small. Never thought distance could touch us at all, but life gets loud in the quieter way. Not one big storm, just a slow delay. A promise pushed back, a message left late. A truth that waits too long becomes weight. I wanted to ask if you still felt lost, if success had given more than it cost, if the people around you knew when you were down, or if you wore that calm like I wore mine around. But I did not know where to start the line. How to say, brother, I have been losing time. How to admit that I missed what we had, without making the distance feel worse or sad. So I chose the easy words, the safe reply. You did the same and the days went by. We kept the memory but not the door, and called it friendship when it was becoming more. No betrayal, no enemy, no final fight. Just two good men who stopped speaking right. Both waiting for the other to go first. Both hiding the question beneath the surface. And maybe that is how some bonds disappear. Not from hate, but from unspoken fear. You do not lose them in a single day. You lose them one unfinished truth away. Now I know silence can feel like care, like giving somebody space because you were scared. But love is not always leaving room. Sometimes it is asking what lives in the gloom. So I am learning not to wait too long, not to let pride write the final song. To say you have been on my mind lately, and mean the parts that still feel heavy. I do not need to blame you for the years. We both had reasons, we both had fears, but I refuse to call it nothing now, when something real still lives somehow. Maybe we cannot return to who we were. Maybe time has changed every old word, but I would rather risk an honest sound than let another good thing fade without a ground. So here is the question I should have said. How have you really been inside your head? Not what you achieved, not where you have gone, just whether you have been carrying it along. We never broke, we just went quiet. Let the years say what we would not try to. I still know your name by heart, but I do not know where you are. We never broke, we just stood still, too proud to ask what the silence killed. Two brothers with a shared old flame, still one honest truth away from the same. Some friendships do not end with a wound. They end when nobody asks. The question that could have kept them alive.
Yeah. Yeah. At first it felt good when the room agreed. Every word came back like a thing I should believe. No raised brows, no questions in the air, just a row of clean smiles telling me I was fair. They praised the way I moved, praised the way I spoke, turned every small decision into something they would quote. And I let it settle, let it soften my guard, cause being understood felt easier than being challenged hard. Nobody said you changed when the patience got thin. Nobody named the distance growing under my skin. They learned which truth could disturb my peace, so they traded honest talk for a polished kind of ease. I started hearing yes before I finished the thought, started mistaking comfort for the wisdom I had fought. In every room that made me feel secure, made it harder to know what in me was still pure. I had people around me, but no one close enough to tell me when my heart had started getting rough. They gave me the version that was easiest to praise, while the man I used to be got lost inside the haze. Who will tell me when I lose my way? When every voice just tells me what to say. I need a truth that does not bend for me. A mirror that will not flatter what it sees. Then I heard myself speak with a colder tone, dismissing what I once would have listened to and known. A younger me would not have let that pass, would have asked who I was becoming that fast. I saw it in the way I cut people short, how I treated honest concern like a personal report, how I wanted loyalty without the hard reply, wanted every face nearby but no reason to ask why. That is a dangerous kind of lonely place, when applause keeps covering the damage on your face, when every warning feels like someone crossing lines because you forgot that truth can still be kind. I remembered all the people I admired, not the ones who stayed comfortable and never got required, the ones who could hear the words they did not want and still stay human when the truth came blunt. So I stepped away from all the easy sound, from the borrowed confidence that followed me around, and I asked the question nobody else would bring: what have I become beneath the praise and everything? No title can make a bad habit right. No full room can turn avoidance into light. No loyal crowd can carry my soul when I am the one refusing to stay whole. I cannot call it leadership if fear is in the room. Cannot call it growth if every question meets its doom. I need the kind of honesty that costs, the kind that shows me what I nearly lost. So I started with myself, no defense in my hand, no excuse dressed up as something people understand. I looked at every place where pride had led and gave a name to every truth I tried to shed. I do not need to be perfect to be real, but I need to face the harm before it learns to heal. I need to make room for a voice that disagrees before my own reflection becomes too hard to see. Let somebody tell me when my tone turns cruel. Let somebody question every rule I call a rule. Let the people who care enough to risk the peace know they will not be punished for making me release. The mirror does not hate me when it shows a stain. It gives me one more chance to not become the same. And every honest word I choose to hear makes a little more of who I was appear. I would rather feel the truth cut through my pride than live protected while my better self has died. Because the worst lie is not the one they give, it is the one I let myself continue to live. Who will tell me when I lose my way? I will not turn from what I need to face. I need a truth that does not bend for me. A mirror that will not flatter what it sees, when no one else will say it. I have to be the voice that tells the truth before my life becomes a choice I would not respect.
Yeah. The news came through when your name hit first. Before the smile, before I knew what it was worth. My hand reached out from a habit I still knew. Like the first person to hear it had to be you. You knew the years when a small wind kept me moving. The days I looked calm while my faith was bruising. You knew how long I kept doubt in my chest. How I made them good sound better than rest. We used to talk like the future owed us proof. You would say, keep going, when I lost my truth. Now the thing we once named is finally here. And the first voice I miss is the one I cannot hear. It is not the kind of hurt that takes to shine. It just puts an empty space inside the pride. Everybody sees the moment I arrived, but you knew what it took to keep the fight alive. I got the good news, no first call to make. Yeah. You knew the weight behind each chance I chased. The wind came through, but it landed so low. Yeah. When the one who knew the climb is no longer close. I will not turn this joy into a wound. Yeah. Oh, I just hear your silence in the room. Yeah. The messages came in, they said I earned it. I thanked them all, but something in me turned inward. Cause praise feels different from a witness to the work. You knew the doubt before it learned to hide beneath the words. Some people know the story by the finished page. You knew the chapter where I almost walked away. You saw the parts I never made look strong. The days I kept moving when I felt all wrong. We never had a reason loud enough to blame. No broken promise, no dramatic kind of pain. Just time doing what time can quietly do. Making distance out of things we never followed through. Maybe life pulled us into separate turns. Maybe some truth take too long to learn. But when I held that moment in my hand, I remembered how you saw me before I had a plan. I did not need you there to make it real. I only wished you could have known how it would feel. Not for applause, not to make the past return. Just because you knew how hard that light was earned. I held the joy and let the ache sit near. Two honest feelings, living in the same air. Missing you does not mean I have to go back. It only means some memories keep their own drag. I do not make the wind smaller to prove I care. I do not turn absence into a permanent prayer. Some people leave your life, but not your story. They stay in the roots beneath the quiet glory. Now I tell the ones who are beside me still, let them see the pride, let them share the thrill. I will not make today pay for yesterday, or let one missing voice take the whole thing away. But somewhere underneath the celebration, there is a softer kind of recognition. A part of me still says we made it through, because the version of me back then knew you. You helped me believe before belief was easy, before the world had any reason to see me. And even though the distance changed the view, that old encouragement still carried through. So I will hold this moment with an open hand, not as a loss, but a life that understands. A wind can be full and still have an echo. A heart can be grateful and still move slow. I made it here and I will let it shine. I will not punish joy for changing over time, but every hard one thing I ever do will keep a small first thought that reaches you. I got the good news, no first call to make. Oh, you knew the weight behind each chance I chased. The wind came through, but it still feels slow. Woo. When the one who knew the climb is no longer close. I will not turn this joy into a wound. Oh, I just hear your silence in the room. The dream came true. The dream came true, and I let it be. With one old voice still living in me. The good news was still good. It just carried the name of someone who could not hear it first. Yeah. Yeah. There was a time I could not trust the dawn. Every little reason felt already gone. I moved through days with a borrowed face, trying not to notice how I lost my place. Nothing dramatic, nothing anyone saw, just a quiet kind of tired at the core. I kept saying, maybe this'll pass, then watched another week become the last. I was not looking for a grand escape, I just could not find a reason to stay. Then you said something simple, almost small: do not disappear from your own life at all. You may not know what that gave to me, how one clear sentence made a little room to breathe. I held it close when my thoughts went dark, like a small steady hand around my heart.
I stayed because I gave my word,
when nothing else in me could be heard.
I held that promise thin but true,
till I found my way back through.
I stayed because I gave my word,
when every hope felt distant, blurred.
one small vow was all I had,
And somehow
it became my past.
some days I kept it one breath at a time. No grand victory, no perfect sign, just getting through the hour I was in, letting the smallest kind of mercy win. I stopped demanding, I feel strong, stopped acting like the hurt was wrong. I learned survival can be quiet too, a choice you make when nothing feels new. There were mornings I could barely rise, still I gave the day another try. Not because the future looked so bright, but because I said I would not leave that night. That promise did not fix the world, it did not make the pain uncurl, but it kept me here long enough to see the part of life that waited patiently. I kept my word when my voice was low, when I had nowhere left to go. I kept my word when the road felt thin, when I could not feel the strength within. And little by little, without a sound, the ground beneath me became more solid ground. Not all at once, not clean, not fast, but I outlived what I thought would last. Now I look back with a gentler eye at the man who only tried to survive. He was not weak because he could not see, he was carrying more than he could speak. And maybe you were far from where I stand, maybe you never knew the weight of your hand, but your words became a line I would not break, a quiet promise I was strong enough to take. I do not call it luck or fate, I call it choosing not to close the gate. I call it letting one true sentence stay when every other thought had slipped away. So if somebody hears this feeling near, and the weight has made their own voice disappear, hold one small vow, let it be enough. Sometimes staying is the bravest kind of love.
I stayed because I gave my word, when nothing else in me could be heard. I held that promise thin but true, till I found my way back through. I stayed because I gave my word, when every hope felt distant, blurred. One small vow was all I had,
Somehow
it became my past.
I did not save the whole world,
I did not save the whole world,
I just stayed long enough
ooh,
to save myself.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I learned to wear the calm like it was tailored skin, keep the answer clean when the pressure settled in. People saw the progress, saw the ground I gained, never saw the days I had to hide the strain. They would say you got this like it was always true, like a strong face meant there was nothing else to do. Every win became another thing to defend, every high point came with a higher standard. Then I could not have a day where I came undone. Too many eyes decided I was the steady one, so I kept my doubts where they could not speak, made exhaustion look like discipline and sleep. They admired the version that never bent, did not know how much of myself I spent, keeping every crack beneath the polished line, trying to look certain when I was losing time. The higher they placed me, the less I could say that I was tired of being brave every day. I became the answer people needed to see, and forgot there was a human underneath me. They call it a crown, I call it no rest. A steady face over a tired chest.
They lean on the strength that I learned to show.
Never ask how far down the pressure goes.
I can carry the praise,
I can carry the weight,
but I cannot keep
pretending I never break.
They see the height,
they see the road.
They do not see the cost it takes on a soul.
Yeah. There were nights when the silence felt louder than praise, when success could not reach the parts that ached. I would sit with a full life and an empty breath, trying to make sense of what I had left. No one warned me how lonely it gets when people only meet you through your best. They bring their hope, their fear, their plans, and expect you to hold it with both hands. I did not blame them, I helped build the frame. I made being unshaken part of my name. Every time I hit what was taking a toll, I taught the world I did not need a soul. I became good at saying everything's fine, even when the day had taken all of mine. I kept the pace because stopping felt wrong, like one honest weakness would undo the song. But being admired is not the same as known, and a crowded path can still feel alone. I started asking what strength really meant, if it left no room for what the strong ones spent. Maybe I was not meant to hold every load. Maybe leadership does not mean walking alone. Maybe the image was never the truth. Maybe I was allowed to meet someone too. So I looked at the cost behind every win, at the parts I had buried beneath the grin. How many times I called silence control when it was only fear taking over my soul. How many people might have stayed nearby had I let them see when I was not alright. How much of my life was spent performing strength just to prove I could survive at any length. Now I am learning a different kind of pride, the kind that does not make me disappear inside. I can be respected and still need space. I can be strong and still show my face. They call it a crown, I call it no rest, but I will not lose myself to protect the image. I can lead with a heart that is honest and whole. I can let somebody see beyond the road. I can carry the praise without carrying blame. I can set down the burden and still keep my name. They may see the height, they may see the goal, but I will not leave behind my soul. Let the crown stay where people can see it. I am keeping a part of me that still gets tired,
still needs care,
still needs care,
still deserves to breathe.
Love can be real and still last too much. Sometimes leaving is the last kind thing left. Yeah. Yeah. We kept returning with the best intent, trying to mend what the years had been. Every good memory made us believe there was still a version we could retrieve. You knew the parts I kept out of view. I knew the fears that followed you. That kind of no one can feel like home until the old pain starts to own the room. No one betrayed us, no one turned cold. We just kept bringing the same wounds close. You would reach for me when the distance grew. I would reach back, then lose myself in you. We had the love, but not the peace. Every return gave the ache new teeth. And I could see in the way you changed that staying was teaching us both the same pain. I loved your heart, I still do now, but love should not make us forget how to speak with care, to stand with grace, to recognize ourselves inside the space. I still love you, that's why I go. Some hearts survive by letting go. Some hearts we know too much to call this cold, but love alone can't make us whole. I won't stay and watch us change.
Into two souls we can't reclaim.
Yeah.
I still love you,
That's why.
I go. Some hearts survive by letting go.
I used to think that leaving meant the feeling died, the promise went. But some goodbyes are full of love. They just refuse to call the hurt enough. I know the ways you tried to stay. I know the words you could not say. And I know mine could land too hard when I was scared and let it guard my heart. We were not weak for wanting more. We were just tired of the same old war. Not loud or cruel, but close and slow. The kind that only two people know. So I won't make your name a scar or turn the past into who you are. I keep the laughter, keep the truth, and let the rest stop asking proof. Yeah, maybe one day the love will rest. Not as a loss, not as a test. Just something honest we once held. Before we learned to wish each other well. I do not leave because I feel less. I leave because I want us at our best. Because I see what we become when every hurt keeps coming undone. You deserve a life that feels more clear. I deserve one where I can stay sincere. And maybe mercy is not a fight. Maybe mercy knows when not to hold too tight.
I still love you, that's why I go. Some hearts survive by letting go. Oh, we know too much to call this cold. But love alone can't make us whole. I won't stay and watch us change into two souls we can't reclaim. I still love you, that's why I go. Some hearts survive by letting go. Still love you.
Still love you. Still leave.
Still wish you
Peace. Peace. Yeah. Yeah. I had one picture of the way it had to go. One straight line from the work to what I hope to know. Every choice I made was tied to that result. Like a different kind of future, man, I had to be at fault. I gave that plan my youth, my sleep, my name. Measured every passing year by how close it came. People asked what I would do if it fell apart. I would laugh it off, but never gave it thought. Cause I did not build room for another way. I built my whole worth around a certain day, a certain answer, a certain place, a certain version of success I had to chase. Then the ground changed under everything I knew. One decision, one turn, and the old route blew. The thing I gave my faith to could not stand, and all I had left was an empty hand. I did not know who I was without the goal, without that promise sitting at the center of my soul. It felt like every mile had been a waste, like I had lost my future and my place. For a while, I made failure my only name. Could not separate the loss from who I became. Every question from a friend felt hard to hear. Every kind word made the shame feel near. I would look at people moving on with their lives and feel like I had missed the only train outside. Like the world had kept a record of my fall, and I had nothing left to offer it at all. But grief has a way of clearing out a room when the thing you trusted leaves you with the truth. No more pretending that I love that road. No more calling every burden a chosen load. I started singing things I had pushed aside. Small interests, old instincts, parts of my mind that never fit the plan I used to defend, but kept returning when the old dream ended. There were people I had not made time to know, skills I had ignored because they did not serve the goal. Questions I had buried under all that drive, now asking what I really wanted from my life.
When the plan came down, I thought I went with it, but the life I lost was not the life I needed. What broke open then was where I learned to try.
I had confused one answer with a destiny, one closed path with the end of possibility. But life is not a test with one right page. It can begin again at any age. The old plan gave me discipline, gave me scars, gave me proof I could move through darker parts. But I do not owe my future to its design, just because it once convinced me it was mine. So I stopped trying to rebuild what had collapsed. Stopped making every new idea answer to the past. I let myself be new with something again. Let uncertainty become a kind of friend. There were days I still miss the old direction, miss the comfort of a clear projection. But a map can feel safe and still be small. A fixed destination can hide a wider call. I found work that asked for more of who I am, not just the part that could follow a command. Found room to make mistakes without the shame. Found people who did not need me to stay the same. The failure did not turn into a gift overnight. It hurt because I had given it my life, but it made me look where I would not look before, at the locked up parts I had kept from the door. Now I see that the ending was not the proof that I was weak or lost or out of use. It was the moment I could finally hear a different future speaking clear. I still honor the man who made that plan. He did the best he could with what he understood then. But I am not that same man anymore, and the life ahead asked something more. Came down, I thought I went with it. Now I see the loss made room for something different. What broke open then let a new light in. The life I thought had ended was where mine could begin. The old plan failed,
but I did not. I just became someone
who could finally see
beyond it.
Beyond it. Yeah. The message came sideways, dressed as a question. Same old language, same old intention. Not looking for truth, not trying to be clear, just testing if the old me was still near. A few words meant to pull me back inside. A familiar argument I had already survived. They knew which memory could turn my tone, knew how to make an old wound feel close to home. Years ago I would've written it all back, line by line, trying to straighten every fact. Make sure they felt every part they denied. Make my case so loud it could not hide. I thought a sharp reply could settle the score. Thought the last word might close the door. But every time I gave that fight my breath, I gave an old problem another chance to live. I had spent too many nights proving pain to people who only came to provoke it again. And I could feel the old reflex rise, trying to turn a quiet moment into another fight. My hands knew the pattern before my mind, the urge to correct, explain, and remind, to make them face the way they left things bent, to show them the cost of every moment spent. But I stopped before I gave it a name, and asked what I would actually gain. But one more answer change who they were. But one more argument make the past occur. Some people do not reach for repair, they reach for a reaction to know you are there. They throw old words where they know they can land, and wait for your piece to slip from your hands. And I had let that happen more than once, mistook defending myself for getting justice. But not every challenge deserves my time, not every accusation belongs in my mind. I could feel the noise trying to take control, trying to turn one moment into my whole soul. Then I saw the truth beneath the demand. I did not have to step where they wanted me to stand. I could let the silence say what it meant. I am not available for what this represents. I do not owe my night to a wound from before. I do not have to reopen that door. That night I chose not to answer. I let the old noise pass. Some words come looking for a wound I would not give them access. Silence did not make me smaller, it gave the night back to me. I left the fight where it found me, and let my life move free. At first it felt strange to leave it unsaid, like a part of me still wanted to be understood instead. But peace is not always a perfect explanation. Sometimes it is refusing another invitation. I did not need them to know I was right, did not need them to regret that night. Their version of me could stay where it began. It did not have to become my plan. There is strength in keeping your voice for all the places where it can build, where it can reach real faces, where a hard conversation still has a chance, where two people are trying to understand. But this was not that, and I knew it clear. No honest ground, no reason to stay near. Just a no cycle asking me to repeat a familiar kind of loss dressed up as heat. So I put the burden down without a scene. Let the quiet become something clean. No long reply, no short goodbye. No need to prove that I could survive. I walked back into the life I was making, the part of myself I had stopped forsaking. And the more the old noise faded away, the more I knew I had won that day. Not against them, not against the past, but against the habit that would never let peace last. I chose the future over being heard, and found more power in an unsent word. I had 1,000 reasons I could recite, 1,000 ways to make the record right, but none of them could give me back the time, and none of them deserved another night of mine. A reply can win a line, not mend the year. Some people only grow when no one is near. So I kept my answer where it could not be used, and walked away with nothing left to lose. Salute, salute, salute.
That night I chose not to answer,
And nothing in me broke.
the world did not need my defense.
The silence finally spoke.
Silence did not make me smaller,
It gave the
night back to me. Not every noise deserves my name.
Not every fight belongs to me. Yeah. I used to Yo, I used to turn every old doubt into fuel. Made a promise to the ones who played me cruel. One day they would see what they could not see then. Every closed hand would regret where I had been. I chased every game with a name in my mind. Like success could rewrite every wounded time. I worked harder when the hurt got near. Let the anger make my reason clear. Every step ahead had a hidden reply. Every win said, look, I survived. But the more I grew, the more I knew their old opinions still were pulling through. I thought I was free because I moved so far. Still I carry their voices like a scar. Built the future with a bit of frame. Made every good thing answer to their name. I was not chasing what I truly loved. I was trying to rise above the memory of being left unseen. The version of myself that felt too small to keep. Then revenge can wear a polished face. It can make ambition feel like grace. It can tell you every restless night that proving them wrong will make it right. But nothing heals when the target stays. Nothing rests when the old hurt leads the way. You can hold a crown and still be bound to every voice that used to pull you down. Then I ask myself a harder thing. If they never saw me, would I still sing? If they never changed, would this still be mine? That question took the weight out of the climb. I don't need your regret to ride. I'm building a life that feels like mine. I won't keep giving you the right. I won't keep giving you the right to shape the Your silence does not own my time. I let the old score fall behind. I'm building a life, yeah, feels like mine. I could thank the pain without obeying it. Let it teach me not to find me with it. I can hold the past without a debt and stop measuring peace by what they never said. I do not need an apology to become who I was meant to be. I do not need them looking back to know my life is on the right track. There is a freedom in no longer needing the ones who hurt you to start believing. You stop performing for an empty room and make more space for your own truth to bloom. Now I choose to work because it feels alive, not because an old wound needs to survive. I choose the love that lets my spirit rest. I choose the life that brings out my best. Let them keep the version they once knew. I have no war left to pursue. The past can be a chapter, not a chain. I can grow without returning pain for pain.
I don't need your regret to ride.
I'm building a life
Feels like mine.
I won't keep giving you the right
I won't keep giving you the right
to shape the reason
that I find.
I don't need your regret.
I don't need your regret to ride.
Your silence does not own my time. I let the old score fall behind. I'm building a life that feels like mine. The day I stop needing you to regret it was the day my future finally became mine. Yeah. Legal. They gave me reasons to let my heart go cold. A friend who knew the truth, then changed the story told. A promise made with care, then broken without shame. A hand that said it loved me, then forgot my name. I learned how unfair can sharpen the tongue, how a cruel reply can feel right when you were young, how hurt can make a man collect every wrong, till resentment starts sounding like where he belongs. I had enough pain to build a case against every person who got near my space. Enough old grief to make distance seem wise. Enough disappointment to distrust clear eyes. There was a version of me starting to grow, one that made every answer harder to know, one that saw one bad memory in every face and used old damage to control every place. Then I heard my own voice losing its care, turning small mistakes into something unfair. And I understood what the hurt wanted from me, another life shaped by what it did not heal in me. Every day I choose the man that pain tried to take from me. I will not hand a new heart and old wounds history. I stopped the hurt within my hands before it starts again. The discipline of not becoming bitter is how I remain myself. Is how I remain myself. I started seeing how a wound can travel, how one hard season makes a person unravel. It does not always scream, it can sound composed, like a quiet kind of cold behind the way you close. Someone asks a question, I turn it to a trial. Someone misses a step, I answer with denial. Someone shows concern, I read it as control. That is how old pain keeps reaching for the soul. It does not care who stands in front, it only wants a place to land its hurt. And every time I let it choose my tone, I gave my past another room inside my home. Then I saw somebody flinch at words I threw, and it felt like meeting what the pain could do. Not because I meant to become unkind, but because bitterness grows where you stop looking inside. Being hurt did not give me a right to make another person carry my fight. Being left did not make it fair to treat every bond like it would not be there. I had to face that strength was more than building a lock behind every door. It was holding the line without turning cool, keeping my heart from becoming a tool. It is not one grand moment where the darkness leaves. It is 1,000 small choices in the way I speak. A pause before the answer, a breath before the blame, a chance to let a heart feeling pass without a name. Say no without a cut, walk away without contempt. Keep a boundary firm without making it offense. Let grief be grief, not a weapon in my hand. Let people be themselves, not a replay of the past. I still remember what was taken from me, the trust that changed, the love that did not stay clean. I do not need to rewrite it into less. The hurt was real, and so was the mess. But memory can teach without ruling the room. It can show me the road without deciding my move. Some doors are closed cause they should remain. Some names are lessons I will not explain. Forgiveness is not pretending nothing was lost. It is refusing to let hate set the cost. It is knowing where the line belongs without carrying poison for too long. The people who hurt me can live with their choice. I do not need to become that echoing voice. I do not need to make a stranger pay for the weight of an old unfinished day. There is a part of me I will protect, not the pride, not the need for respect. The part that still knows how to give with care. The part that can't stay human when life is unfair. That is not weakness, that is work. That is meeting every old wound first. That is choosing not to make my pain the only thing my life can explain. Every day I choose the man that pain tried to take from me. I will not hand a new heart in old wounds history. The world may leave its marks behind, but they will not decide the discipline of not becoming bitter is how I keep my life. The hurt is real, the line is real, and neither one has to become another wound. Yo, I learned to solve the problem before it had a name. Keep my face composed, make the pressure look tame. When somebody offered help, I would answer I'm straight. Like needing anything could make them hesitate. I carried every burden where nobody could see. Made a habit out of saying leave it all to me. Not because I love the weight upon my back. I just never trusted someone else to stay on track. I had seen good intentions fade with time. Heard promises disappear before the line. So I built a way of living on my own. Turned every open hand into a closed unknown. They called me independent, said I knew my way. They did not see the fear beneath the phrase. I was not trying to prove that I was tough. I just never thought that I deserved enough. I was the boy who never asked, cause I thought every hand would leave too fast. But maybe love is not a debt I owe. Maybe I can let somebody know I do not have to stand alone. A hand held out can still feel like home. I was the boy who never asked. Now I am learning I can trust at last. It was never pride, it was a private rule. Do not depend, do not look like a fool. Do not wait for someone to come through. Do not let your need give power over you. So I kept my trouble folded, out of sight. Turned long hard days into yeah, I'm alright. And when somebody tried to look too deep, I changed the subject, made another promise to keep. I thought accepting care would cost me something. Like kindness always came with hidden strings. Like every favor had a future price. And being helped would mean I lost my right to call myself the man I said I'd be. The one who never needed company. But self-reliance can become a wall when it keeps every good thing out of reach of all. Then someone stayed without demanding proof. Did not try to fix me or force the truth. They just made space for what I could not say. And for the first time I did not run away. They did not ask me to become brand new. They only said you do not have to do every hard thing with nobody near. You can let somebody meet you here. That hit different than the words I knew. No pressure, no promise they could not prove. Just patience where I expected doubt. A quiet kind of love that did not wear out. Now I'm practicing a different way. Letting one honest sentence have its place, saying I could use a hand today, without feeling like it takes my strength away. It still feels strange when somebody stays, still feels unfamiliar to be held in grace. But I am starting to believe what I denied, that being cared for does not make me less inside. The younger me had reasons to be closed. He did his best with what he thought he knew. He learned to rise because nobody came, but that does not mean I have to stay the same. I can keep the strength that got me through without refusing every kindness that is true. I can let support become part of my life without mistaking closeness for a night. So when the weight returns and I feel small, I will not make a home inside it all. I will remember I am more than what I carry, and let the people who love me walk beside me. Yeah. Every hand will leave too fast, but maybe love is not a debt I owe. Maybe I can let somebody know I do not have to stand alone. A hand held out can still feel like home. I was the boy who never asked. Now I am learning I can trust at last. I still know how to stand alone. I just do not have to. Every time. Yeah. The city. The city. The city stayed in me after I changed the view. In the way I hear a promise and look for what is not true. Life got quieter, but my nerves kept score. A late reply could feel like trouble at the door. I learned to watch a room before I took a seat. Read every change of tone before a word could reach. When somebody got close, I kept part of me away, like distance was the price that kept the herd at bay. They said I seen God, it may be hard to know. They never saw the reasons underneath it grow. I had lived too long expecting something to give, so peace felt unfamiliar even when I could live. I kept my plans private, kept my joy restrained, like saying things out loud might make them easier to take. Even good days came with a hand on the brake, waiting for the moment everything would shake. The world had changed, but I had not caught up, still holding old survival in an empty cup, trying to protect the life that was no longer there from dangers that existed mostly in the air. At night I could not always settle down. Every quiet moment made my thoughts get loud. I would check on things that did not need checking. Call it being careful, call it staying ready. Somebody would show love and I would test the truth. Not because they lied, but because I had proof that people can leave when you start to depend, and a soft beginning does not promise an end. So I treated new hearts like old history, made them answer for a place they had not been to see. I kept confusing memory with what was real. Let old pain decide how much I was allowed to feel. Then one day I caught it in the way I ran from a simple kindness I did not understand. Nobody was asking me to lose control. Nobody was trying to take another piece of my soul. That was when I saw the line I had ignored. The city made me cautious, not condemned forevermore. It gave me instincts, it gave me ways to survive, but it did not earn the right to drive my life. The city did not forget, it still lives in my pace, but it does not get the wheel. It does not choose my way. I can keep the lessons close without living in the fear. What once kept me standing does not have to keep me there. I am learning not to call every karma trap, not to let one old chapter pull me backward fast. I can notice the feeling without obeying it, let the alarm ring without becoming it. There are people in my life who deserve a chance, not a trial for every wound that I have had. They did not build the walls I learned to hide behind. They should not have to pay for another time. So I am making room for a slower breath, for trust that does not need to pass a test, for sleep that is not waiting on bad news, for choices made from what I want to do. I do not have to erase the road that shaped me, or act like the hard years never changed me. There is wisdom in the things I came through, but wisdom is not fear. With a better view, I can honor the boy who kept himself alert without letting him decide what every moment is worth. He did what he could with the world he knew. Now I owe him a life that feels more true. The city is still there in the way I see, but it is not the only voice speaking through me. I can move with memory, not beneath its command. Let the past be a story, not the head. The city did not forget. It still lives in my pace. It still lives, but it does not get the wheel. It does not choose my way. I can keep the lessons close and still let my heart move free. The city made a part of me. It does not get all of me. It does not get all of me. Yeah.
The peace I did not trust was standing at my door. I kept waiting for the sound of what would hurt me more.
Life got softer, but I stayed on guard. Like every gentle day was only playing a part. I would wake with a plan before I needed one. Still preparing for a fight that never came. There was food on the table, bills got paid. People I love had reasons to stay, but something in me kept reading the air for the smallest sign that loss was near. I did not know how to enjoy a clear sky without asking what storm was waiting behind. Could not sit with a laugh till it reached my chest without hearing a thought say, do not rest. I knew chaos, knew how to move through strain, knew how to make a hard day carry my name. But calm was a language I had not learned, a quiet kind of good that made me concerned, because peace had always felt temporary, like a borrowed room with no guarantee. And I thought the safest way to survive was never to believe things could stay right. So I kept my joy in a careful place, never gave a good moment its full space. Like holding back could lessen the fall if the world decided to take it all. I would find a problem where there was none, turn one small worry into what had to come, make a simple silence mean something bad, and lose a whole day to the fear I had. People around me would say, you are safe, but safety did not always reach my brain. My body still knew an older rule: stay awake, stay ready, do not get fooled. I was scared of believing in what was good, more scared than I ever was of misunderstood, because losing peace after trusting it fully felt like a wound that could break right through me. So I kept a little distance from contentment, called it wisdom, called it being present, but it was fear with a calmer face, still making decisions in a safer place.
Then I saw what that habit had done, how it dimmed the warmth of everyone, how I kept treating a better life like it was something I had to fight.
The danger was not always out ahead, sometimes it lived in the things I said, the way I would pull away from relief before it had a chance
to become belief.
I asked myself, what am I protecting now? A future pain that has not shown me how. How many good days did I let pass by because I was busy waiting to say goodbye? Maybe peace is not a promise that lasts, maybe nothing
can erase what happened in the past.
But I do not have to punish every bright day for the old nights that went another way.
The peace I did not trust
was never asking me to fall,
it was asking me to stay.
when there was no fear at all.
I do not need to ruin
What is
gentle in my hands. I can let a quiet life become something I understand.
Now I am learning how to slow my pace. Let a good moment look me in the face. Let a kind word land without a test. Let my own heart settle in my chest. The old alarm still speaks sometimes, but I do not let them write every line. I can hear the warning without obeying. I can feel the fear without it staying. I can make plans and still be here. I can love deeply without rehearsing fear. I can hold joy without closing my fist, and let a calm day be what it is. There is courage in not running ahead, in letting the future wait instead, in trusting a room that feels at ease, in giving my nervous mind some peace. I will not call myself weak for being still, or think that rest means losing will. A man can be ready without being tense. A man can breathe without losing sense. And even if life changes, as life can do, I will meet it with what is true. But I will not spend every good hour making fear feel like a source of power. The peace I doubted is not a trap. It is a place I can finally unpack. Not forever promised, not perfectly known, just real enough to let it become home. The peace I did not trust is teaching me to breathe. I do not need a storm to prove there is strength in me. Let the quiet have its place. Let the good days
Take their time
I am done mistaking fear
for the only way to survive.
Nothing is guaranteed, but this moment is here, and I will not abandon it
Before it has the chance to be mine.